It's not even the end of the month yet. You got paid 5 days ago. You didn't buy anything crazy. You didn't take a trip. You didn't even go out this weekend. And somehow, $114, you locked the phone, set it face down on the nightstand, and there it is again. That feeling, not panic. You've been past panic. It's more like confusion because you did everything you were supposed to do. You went to work. You got the check. You paid your bills. So where did it all go? Here's what nobody tells you about earning $55,000 a year. It's not a small number. After taxes, you're bringing home somewhere around $36,000 to $40,000 depending on your state. That's over $3,000 a month hitting your account. And yet, for millions of people with that exact income, the account resets to near zero every single cycle, like clockwork. This isn't a budgeting problem, and I'm not about to tell you to stop buying coffee. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 5 invisible drains that keep your account empty, even when your income should be enough. And by the end, you'll see exactly which ones are running right now in your life. Drain 1, the subscription stack. You signed up for one streaming service 3 years ago. Then a second one had that show you wanted. Then a third came with your phone plan. Or so you thought. Now you're carrying 6, 7, maybe 8 recurring charges. Streaming, cloud storage, a fitness app you opened twice, a meal kit you forgot to cancel, that free trial from November. None of them feel expensive on their own. 12 here, 15 there, $9.99, but stacked together, you're leaking $200 to $300 a month on things you barely touch. And here's the part that actually matters. It's not the dollar amount, it's the invisibility. These charges are designed to disappear. They hit on different days. They use names you don't immediately recognize on your statement. They count on you not looking. Part of you already knows this. You've scrolled past those charges. You've thought, I should cancel that. And then you kept scrolling. The first drain isn't dramatic. It's quiet, and that's why it works. Drain 2, the lifestyle match. When you started earning 55, something shifted. Not all at once, but you started matching your environment. Your coworkers eat out for lunch, and so you eat out for lunch. Your neighbor upgraded their car, so the lease on yours suddenly feels embarrassing. Your friend group picks restaurants where the bill runs $60, $70 a person. You didn't make a decision to spend more. You just absorbed it. And then the other voice says, you work hard. You deserve this. Everyone else is doing it. You'd look weird if you didn't. This is lifestyle matching. And it's the most socially protected drain there is. Nobody questions it. Nobody calls it out because everyone around you is doing the same thing. The math is brutal though. Eating out 5 times a week instead of 2, that's an extra $400 a month. A car payment that's $150 more than you need, that's $1,800 a year. Drinks twice a week instead of twice a month, another $200 gone. You didn't get a raise and decide to waste it. You got a raise and your environment decided for you. Drain 3, the convenience tax. Every time you choose the faster option, you pay a premium, and at $55,000, those premiums add up to a second rent payment over the course of a year. Delivery fees, service charges, surge pricing, expedited shipping, convenience store markup versus grocery store pricing. None of these feel like decisions. They feel like defaults. You're tired after work, so you order in. You need something tomorrow, so you pay for rush shipping. You're running late, so you grab breakfast from the gas station instead of eating at home. That $18 meal, it's $34 by the time it hits your door. You're not paying for food. You're paying for not wanting to deal with it tonight. In over 12 months, the convenience tax on a $55,000 salary can quietly extract $3,000 to $5,000. Money that never shows up as a single big purchase. Money that just evaporates. Drain 4, the debt treadmill. This is the one that makes the math truly impossible. You carry a balance. Maybe it's a credit card. Maybe it's a personal loan you took out to cover a rough patch. Maybe it's both. And every month before you've spent a single dollar on yourself, interest has already taken its cut. At 20% interest, a $5,000 balance costs you over $1,000 a year just to maintain. Not to pay off, just to carry. So you're working, you're earning, but a portion of every paycheck is paying for money you already spent. Months or years ago, this is the treadmill. You're moving, but you're not going anywhere. And the most dangerous part, you get used to it, the minimum payment becomes just another bill. The interest becomes invisible. You stop calculating what you're actually paying for that balance because the number would make you sick. Part of you already knows exactly how much you owe. You've done the mental math at 2 in the morning, you just don't let yourself finish the calculation. Drain 5, the zero savings emergency loop. The tire blows. The fridge dies. The dentist says you need a crown, and because there's no savings cushion, every emergency becomes debt, which triggers more interest, which drains next month's paycheck, which means there's still no cushion when the next emergency hits. This isn't bad luck. This is a system running exactly the way it was designed, without a buffer. And then the other voice says, saving is for people who earn more. Once you make more money, then you'll start putting something away. But here's the truth. The amount doesn't matter at first. What matters is the pattern. $20, $50, whatever breaks the loop. $500 in a savings account doesn't sound like much, but statistically, it's the difference between an inconvenience and a financial spiral. 5 drains. Not one of them is your fault for starting, but every single one of them is yours to fix. You don't need a higher salary. You need to see the leaks. Because $55,000 is not a broke person's income. It's a real income being quietly dismantled by systems that profit from your autopilot. Tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, check your subscriptions. Pull up your last 30 days of transactions. Not to punish yourself, just to look. Really look. Because the moment you see the leaks, you can't unsee them. Here's the truth that changes everything. You were never bad with money. You were just never shown where it was going. If this hit different, subscribe. I break down money the way it actually works, not the way people pretend it does. And if you want the conversation to keep going, join us on Telegram. The link's in the description. That's where the real community lives. I'll see you in the next one.